Aloha, everybody. The stock market pulled back today. Technically, it was a distribution day. The Nasdaq pulled back 0.32% on heavier volume. The S&P 500 pulled back 0.61% on heavier volume. The good news is, though, short term, volume was below average and also only slightly higher than the day before. My short scans the past 2 days have been very, very mellow. So that's a good situation so far, with us at the upper end of the long-term trend line of the Nasdaq and Russell 2000. Now, this is too shocking, I guess you could say, but I am now nervous about my gains in the biotechs. I think I have way too much biotech exposure, but they're all in uptrends, and I don't sell just to sell. But I'm a scared trader and always will be ever since my fiasco of 2011 and 2012. I don't think that's ever going to change. That early success, that cockiness is never, ever coming back. I know that for a fact. But today, I guess you could say the good news is the Russell 2000 only finished down 0.10%. I did not check the volume in MarketSmith, but what I do see is my MACD line has crossed over its moving average. So maybe, hopefully, this is all that we'll see in the selling and we can start to move higher again. I said that yesterday, and the only reason why I say that is because some biotechs look weak. So before we move on to my one new long position, I want to go over the shitty positions. HVB is giving, get me off of this tab, thank you. HVB is closing below the 50-day moving average after giving an add signal back here. It's really going nowhere, and the average has been rolling over. And with this close below it, it's a 50% sell signal. I would now use this low a day here as the final cut loss level in this pattern. However, I'm already out of HVB. I'm pretty sure it was this day. No, it couldn't. It had to have been before that. I have no effing idea. But at one point in the past month, I've been taken out of HVB already, so I don't even have this one. But if you guys still have it, this is technically a 50% sell signal, final cut loss level below this one, and if it moves below that, that's it. It's gone. FLXN is a 50% sell signal. It's closing below the 20-day moving average on heavier volume, and after not previously giving a sell signal. So this now means that it's a sell signal, especially since it's more speculative. I know it's higher price, but it's still a speculative overall stock. We got it a bit early, so we actually still have gains in it, but the final cut loss level I still have at these levels here, and I'm going to go ahead and keep them here because, you know, I can just see me moving them up and it not hitting those levels and the stock reversing, even though it does look like it's topping, because FLXN looks the same as two other stocks. ASPX, this one, why is FLXN a 50% sell signal and ASPX is not? Because on FLXN, is it going to pop up again? What just happened? FLXN. Okay, there we go. Because on FLXN, volume is clearly well above average. ASPX, and also it's closing below the low a day of the signal date before. So I had sell stops on the book. So FLXN has ripped through my low a day sell stops back here intraday. So that's that. It's a gimme 50% sell signal and closing below the low a day of that day. ASPX is, for right now, it's a 50% sell signal I'm giving overnight, but it will not be sold off to me till it closes below this level. And I got to be honest with you, I then might move. I think right now I have my last stop here at 67.13. I'm going to be moving it up to 70.65, which I might have already have done, but I don't think I did. I think I would have left it behind here, but I'm going to go ahead and move it up. That, you know, and instincts tell me that I want to put my whole sell stop below this low a day because this goddamn thing has had 3 ugly days. If it doesn't bounce now, when the hell is it going to bounce? So SPX, 50% sell signal whenever it moves behind there, moving the final sell stop to about the break-even level now, as this has just become a shitty fucking trade and actually makes me very mad. Really mad. I got a bad temper sometimes. VRTX also, same situations, closing below the 20-day moving average. Volume's only slightly heavier than the 50-day moving average, so I'll give it to here. Now with VRTX, I have had enough. So my final sell stop, I believe I had the last one at 121.07, and then I had some at 122. It's all now going 122. So if it moves below 122 intraday, I am out of VRTX, and I don't know if I'll still have a gain in it. What did I get my entry at? I'll have a small gain. 120. So I'll get out with $2 a share on whatever the position I have left, or $1.99 a share. And with commissions and everything, it'll probably cut that down. Commission's like $2, so I doubt it's gonna fucking matter. But bottom line is VRTX 50%, FLXN 50%, HVB 50%, and ASPX 50%. But ASPX and VRTX need to go below the low of days, and for me, VRTX will be 100%. PTCT is closing below the low of day back here, which was 66.11. So it is a full sell, especially with it picking up volume. So PTCT, goodbye. And PBYI got it late. Hindsight is 2020. I didn't want to fucking get shaken out and then have the stock reverse. So I left my final sell stop with the move below the consolidation's low a day. The low was 225.19. I got out, got filled at like 225.10. It's closing at 225.45. It doesn't matter. Volume's picked up. It's ugly 3 days. It's destroying the previous uptrend. So for now, PBYI is also a full sell. So with that being said, that's it. I mean, that's all biotech, right? ASPX, FLXN, VRTX, PTCY, PBY, HVB, I'm already out. So we do have a new long signal, and it's a higher quality long signal. SCOR, not a biotech stock, thank God. Here's a longer term pattern going back to 2013, you know, almost 2 years ago. You can see following its move back here in May, it's just uptrended nicely, finding support at the 200-day moving average the entire way higher. Following its gap up and move higher, it's consolidated sideways, gave a pocket pivot point a few days ago. Nice move here. I, of course, decided to pass on it because I have absolutely zero luck. All of the capital gains and money that I've ever made in my career that's afforded me to live on Maui has come from pure skill. I've never once gotten lucky, and today that showed with ABMD and AMW racing. But SCOR is following through on the pocket pivot point signal, and not only is it doing that, but BOP is green and volume is above average. So we got a few things. Now, price, volume, and BOP isn't surging. It wasn't confirmed in the price volume BOP scan, but it's an overall beautiful chart pattern compared to everything else I saw tonight. So that's a Zoom 4 up close, looks good, and that's a Zoom 1 far out, looks good. Very, very good. But the disappointments continue. Remember, SONC was a new long position here. It shows that the high day was 33.50. It shows that it traded down to 33.50 intraday. I had 33.51. I can tell you for a fact it never traded below 33.54 on a trading basis intraday. So I missed Sonic, and you can see Sonic's running. AMWD, mine was 53.37, but let's say I even put my limit at 53.51 or 53.52. It only hit 53.54 intraday, and AMWD is running without me. And then ABMD, what do you know? Go figure. Gap up and run, 17% missed. Beautiful. And then don't forget OVAS, shaking me out of almost all my position back in October. This goddamn stock is now up 430%. I only have a small position of my 430% gain. What are you going to do?